Hey sleepyheads, welcome to another episode of Bed by 9. Join Hev and I as we discuss veganhood, Hev being an asshole and getting a PS5 faster than it took me to get one, me genuinely being happy for Hev because I'm a great friend, Rob Gronkowski's breakout performance in Hulu's Boss Level, HBO's new series The Nevers starring a lot of British actors, and the penultimate episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's Giraffe Cup time, hoes. Let's get into it.
That's when we're starting the episode. Nope. Nope. We're starting the episode on the first go. Welcome back to another episode of Bed by 9.
Hi.
I am one of your hosts. Have got a PS5, and
You did?
I texted you,
When?
and I sent you screenshots on Snapchat.
I deleted Snapchat.
Cool. All right.
So be a normal friend and send me text.
Yeah, you got it. So I'm one of your hosts, Hev, and
I'm your other host. I didn't know you got a PS5.
awesome. That is a very long and not funny name.
They're never funny. How did, when did you get it?
Got it Friday. Nope. Take that back. Thursday?
You received it?
No,
or you?
I got it Wednesday. I ordered it. I got it through GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bundle. It let me through. I tried to get another bundle to see if I could sell it, but I was able to get through.
Was it the Demon Souls bundle?
No,
that
it
they had?
was the Hitman, Avengers.
Oh, God, Hitman is so hard.
Hitman, Avengers, and sports. I don't know. Something. But yeah, it's supposed to get here tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I think, they honestly started ramping up their production over the past few.
And I think with the bundle, it's harder for bots to get to it. So,
How did it feel unfollowing Not a Drop?
I haven't yet.
Oh. So you're still getting those notifications? Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can get an Amazon one and then potentially resell it. And it's to get a nice little chunk of change.
Okay.
So Keith, how's your week been? How has your vegan week gone?
I have not faltered once.
Faltered?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not given in. I haven't even been honestly tempted to have anything bad or not bad, but meat or anything like that.
Butter. Our Lord and Savior butter.
None of it.
Okay.
Honestly, having the meals prepped and ready within a few minutes, however I'm reheating it, it helps a lot. So, yeah, I've had no cravings for anything crazy. So it's been very good.
So you've had no cravings for anything crazy. Have you had any cravings?
I've had cravings for sweets, but I made sure to go to a vegan bakery and
Fair.
load up on all of that.
Fair.
So not anything out of the normal.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Been good. 1 week down, 3 more to go.
So what's next week's meals look like?
Not bad. There's a steak sandwich which is made from, I forget what that type of mushroom is called.
Is it the McRib from McDonald's? Because that is also vegan from what I can make, because it's not real meat. It's definitely not real meat.
So there's a steak sandwich. There's beer bratwurst sandwich. There's some sort of tofu katsu.
Okay.
It's a wide variety that you get every week. So,
Okay.
And the nice thing is they include meals that are meat substitutes or whatever. So at least you get that flavor of barbecue sauce or whatever.
You mean the flavor of the meat?
But I mean this past week I had a barbecue bacon burger. And so it didn't taste 100% like barbecue or bacon, but it was pretty damn close, and it was tasty.
Okay.
I was this isn't a burger, but this is good.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Fair.
So yeah, it's been good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you made it. And
Thanks.
with all jokes aside, I hope that you're able to get your meet your goal to make it a month.
Yeah, I will. I know I will. I have the mental fortitude for it. I'm going to do it. And I have a pool party that I have to go to on the 30th, so
How does that help?
I'm going to be looking snatched.
Not if you're having barbecue burgers. That's not healthy.
I've noticed I've like
Lines?
yeah,
Lines,
they're like getting more in, so like
okay.
more defined just within that week, I think, of just
Have you been working out?
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been working out constantly, but I think just taking like I've noticed, bruh.
I know, man. I'm happy for you. I told you
Your
I'm happy for
diet
you.
is like 90% of how your body looks anyway.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So
That's why my body looks like a sack of russet potatoes. So I eat a lot of potatoes. Okay. All right. Well, outside of that, week's been good.
yeah,
Busy.
Work has been hella busy.
Yeah.
We got I thought we were going to get our contract signed. We're very close to getting it signed. But I've been able to do whatever work I need to do outside of that. They've let me kind of work ahead, which is nice. So I've been we finished building the integration, and now I've been able to do all the testing and like putting together the materials and process flow and everything like that. So this week has been really busy, but like a good busy where it's me focusing on the thing, like my actual project, and not doing like side stuff. So like it always feels good when you make like huge progress within like a week on something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with work, but it was a good week.
Good.
Even though it was busy.
Good.
How about you?
Yeah. My week was meh. I recovered from an injury, got injured again. Work is
Jumping,
no,
skipping.
no. Today was cartwheeling, and then
I would
there was
love to watch you do it.
yeah, and then we played hopscotch, and then the hopscotch is sort of coming. It was all right. No, it's like I was telling Stottle earlier. I got hip checked with someone's elbow, and I'm just like, okay, that one was not my fault.
No.
And I stretched. I did everything I was supposed to, but yeah. So my body's brittle. That's my week. Work is good. Nothing bad to say. Zach loves you, by the way.
Hi, Zach. Miss you.
And he was trash talking Jared so hard yesterday. And it was to the point where I was screenshotting
Just
their
like over
conversations.
Zoom.
No. I was screenshotting their conversations on Snap, and then I was just like, "Why don't y'all add each other so you can talk crap to each other?" And it was great. And I think they're friends now. So
Of course. Zach, you just made the worst decision of your life.
he's gonna love it when he hears this. All right. So enough about our weeks.
Yeah.
Let's jump into our first topic. And
A delightful movie
a delightful movie.
starring other than Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Will Say So from Mad TV.
I honestly I forgot that he was in it. And I thought we were just making a joke right there, but
No, he was.
Will Say So.
He had a very funny death.
Right here, right? Oh my god. Okay.
And he's just like, I can't see. And then he just falls back. We watched Boss Level.
Boss Level.
It's on Hulu. Stars Mel Gibson.
And to be fair, there were no other levels in that movie.
No, it was
to
pretty much
watch.
pretty much a difficult level from the very beginning.
From the very beginning.
Also starred Frank Grillo.
DiGrigio.
Ripped dude.
He was ripped in his 50s.
Hella ripped. Oh my god, there wasn't like an ounce of fat on his body. It was
I heard he went vegan.
That's gonna be me. But like gayer.
You don't know his personal life?
Like I'm gonna wear this shirt when I'm in a movie. I'm gonna be like, boom, boom, pow.
And then you're going to be like, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna be more like Fergie singing the national anthem than just a train wreck.
A train wreck, definitely. Okay. All right.
She tried her best.
So you saw it, the most recent. We're not going to give it play-by-play.
No.
So we will talk about it in the whole, and then we will have spoilers. But it's been out for a few weeks, and you guys should watch it because
It's highly entertaining.
highly entertaining. Were you annoyed with it in the beginning, like I was?
Tell me how you were annoyed, and I'll tell you if I agree or not.
Okay. So in the beginning, we
God
understand.
created.
Stop.
Okay.
We understand that he's in this loop, and the loop keeps going without any sort of
explanation.
Yes. And it goes without any explanation, and it just gets, and then at a point he gives up, and I'm like, what is this? What is this all about? And then I didn't start liking the movie until at the very end when he got introduced to like his kid, and he started spending time with his kid. I'm like, okay, now this is kind of a good.
He had a reason.
Yeah, I was annoyed. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but it was just overly annoying. I was just like, what is going? Because you know what it is? It's his monologue behind it. How he was talking.
Oh, you didn't like that?
He's so just like, oh, here I'm doing this. Never made it past 11:53, and I finally made it past 11:53. Brett, we get it. We get. I was annoyed by that. That was one of the biggest thing. It's just because he's not a good storyteller. But I don't know if that's what they were trying to portray in that movie, or what he was trying to do, just to come off as a guy who. A hard guy trying to tell his story in a loop, so to speak.
Speaking of hard. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I'm having a hard time agreeing with you.
Okay. All right. So you tell me how you felt.
It didn't bother me. I think they got through that part pretty quickly, in my opinion.
It was 18 hours.
So the movie was about 90 minutes, and I think it was only maybe like the first 20 minutes of it, up until when he got into the underground bar with Homeboy.
He even narrated most of that.
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I thought his narration didn't bother me.
Okay.
I think the thing for me though was like thinking about, okay, like every day he remembers, all his previous attempts, right? So. And like knowing how I take pain, like knowing that I'm gonna die every day, or like once he discovers that someone put a microchip in his tooth to track him, and then he just has to pull it out every day so they stop tracking him, like that would drive me crazy. Knowing that I just have to do that every day, and like knowing the pain that I'm gonna go through,
so he pulls a tooth, and then he has to continue his day dodging people with that feeling going through your jaw and going whatever. Like it was just that black guy at the bar was probably one of my funny, hilarious. Let me tell you about this. You shouldn't be doing.
He's like, I've experienced this 140 times, and no matter what I say, he gets into the same exact fucking speech.
Well, let me tell you about. Oh, bro, that was hilarious. I did thoroughly enjoy that.
Do I know anything about tracking? I majored in it.
Let me get this pocket protector out.
Yeah, right.
Tell you about it. No, I enjoyed it. So what was your favorite scene in the movie?
Any scene with Guan Yin. My name is Guan Yin, and I did this. And Guan Yin did this.
Do you feel like they gave her those lines because she's a bad actress or actor?
I mean, I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, so I can't say yes or no, but I thought that was the funniest piece of writing in the whole movie.
I am Guan Yin, and Guan Yin has done this. Dog, that's...
Every time he sees her, and then it's like the Beyonce fan in her face, and her hair is just blowing.
Always.
I loved it. Dude, corny as hell, but so great.
So, that scene, so when they were... when they were their first face-off scene... where he tried to shoot her,
she dodges
moved, and then she hit it with, bro, leave.
No matter how many times he tried to shoot her in different ways, she always found a way to do it.
Like, bro, leave. And then I was so upset because there's no way a knife would win in a gunfight.
No.
Even a large knife wielded by Guan Yin.
Guan Yin.
Yeah. So that's... really, really good scene.
Loved Guan Yin. I loved the twins when they went Eins, zwei,
the black German twins.
Yes,
bro. I couldn't even.
So great.
The black German twins. It reminded me of Rick and Morty. They're just two brothers. It's one of their commercial scenes in season 1.
Gotcha.
It's just two brothers with cat guns getting shot with tomato. Oh, God, it was just a two thing. But there were two black guys. So, That scene was really funny. So honestly, I would say the bar scenes with the black guy. Those were probably my favorite in the beginning. And I did not start liking the movie until the end.
Huh.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was
up until
good
once
movie.
he started meeting his son.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, this is corny. He's gonna kill Mel Gibson, and it's gonna be over. And then you started getting the real story at the end. I'm like, I did not see how they were gonna say that. So this is gonna end the world if you don't stop this.
It did.
A, that's a lot of pressure on someone who does not know what he's doing. B, why would you build this? Why would you build this?
I don't know.
Because
he's Mel Gibson. Remember that previous episode where we were talking about our favorite Mel Gibson film?
No.
It's this one.
Okay.
I changed my answer previously.
Okay. So from Fat Man to this. Okay.
It's 2 for 2.
Mel Gibson.
In 2021.
Mel Gibson probably had 15 minutes of screen time the whole movie.
Yeah. I think the key to Mel Gibson films is be in it, but not a lot.
Okay. Well, he was a lot in Fat Man, and Fat Man was good.
I would describe how I like Mel Gibson as how I like my sex. Just be in there, but not in there a lot.
Okay.
Miss me?
Yeah, missed you. It was a solid joke, and I missed you. All right. So overall, it was a pretty good movie. Would you agree that with the, I know because you have it up right there, IMDb rating has it at like 6.9, right?
I'd give it like an 8. I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right.
I really enjoyed it.
All right. So I wanted to bring this up too. So at the end, when you finally get the story, and he was able to finally save his ex-wife or whoever she may be,
baby mama.
Yeah. You get to see how she went through all this, grabbed his hair, put it in the thing, and then turned and be like, oh, I hope this works.
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
scientists.
What is your QA process to get this shit going? Because me and you...
They must have been in the same reality as Kong and Godzilla.
Oh, my God. Or even...
She probably worked for fucking Apex and...
It does. I'm like, you should test this out. So, one, it could destroy the world.
Like, no, we're just going to put your hair and you're going to start this paradigm shift.
Alcoholic ex-husband, I'm just going to let this go, and hopefully he does the right thing.
You're the one to save us. You can't even be a father to your child, but you can save the world.
Because she didn't let him be a father. He wanted to.
Such a ball tease.
But he was a Navy SEAL across the sea.
But she was barely a mom.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
always said that she was never around.
Yeah.
So
how did a kid get out in the middle of the day to go to a gaming tournament? He's 4 feet tall. Who's not stopping this little kid from moving?
He's my idol, actually.
Oh my God.
Ditching school to go play in a gaming tournament? Yeah. Do it. Be a professional gamer. They make bank.
That is true. That is very, very true.
And you'll probably enjoy your life more than someone working a 9 to 5.
You're not wrong. But what if you're 9 to 5, you're in your boss's Mel Gibson, and he's trying to build an Osiris machine? What was it called?
I don't know. I'd probably just file a sexual harassment complaint or something.
That works. That definitely works.
I think they'd believe me.
Okay.
I'm a hot piece of ass.
All right. So you give it 8 out of 10. I would also give it probably like 7 out of 10.
Even though you said you hated the whole thing until the end.
It was boring, but I enjoyed.
How was it boring?
I take that back. It's not boring. It annoyed me.
Repetitive.
Yes, but that's on purpose.
But at least he died in different ways.
Yes. It was entertaining. I give it 7. And then at the end, it turned into a better movie to me. So there
was some substance to it other than just him trying to find his way through his day and not die.
Yeah. And then he realized he started to be a good dad, and then he came back with a girl. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
What was your favorite death?
I think it's almost every single the one where he got thrown into the bus, and it was like, hilarious.
When he stood up, or my favorite one was when he got thrown into the bus, and then the old lady just stepped on his face as she was trying to leave.
Yeah. So that
was one of my favorites.
That was good. When he got pulled behind the
with the spear.
Like, oh no.
And then he just drives off.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's pretty good.
They were very inventive ways to die.
Yeah, they were very inventive ways to die. The little bomb dude was
The midget dude.
Oh god, he came up with the bomb and just exploded it. Yeah, great.
Really fun evil characters that they had throughout.
Honestly, it was well written.
I liked when the first time when he tries to get into the building and he thought he was going to launch himself over and he ends up just like crashing right into the wall and the guy just walks up and shoots him.
Yes.
And he's like, okay. He's like, damn it, I have to retry this again.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think Gronk having just no lines and just being a gunman in it was
solid.
If I got that,
it was right in Gronk's wheelhouse of acting.
Yeah, I would have. How would you have done that role if you were Gronk? Would you have tried to throw in some?
Honestly, I'm sure he did. Knowing Gronk, I'm sure he did, and I'm sure they just let him because how many times did you have to shoot that scene over and over?
That's fair.
And then they were probably like, we're just actually we got it right the first one, and we're just gonna repeat that one over and over. But sure, Gronk, do whatever you want. That's fine.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. All right. Well, we liked it.
Yeah.
You guys should watch Boss Level. It's on Hulu.
It is on Hulu.
All right. And the next thing we're going to jump into is we started a new TV show. It's on HBO Max. It's called Neverland Ranch.
Nope.
It's called Never Be My Baby.
Nope.
It's called
The Nevers. I just didn't think you had one more in you. There was too much of a pause, and I wasn't going to let you.
I was trying to somehow...
I didn't want you to fail, you know?
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to throw in Usher Bucks, and I didn't have a good...
Usher Bucks.
I couldn't think of anything.
Oh, man.
Never Let It Burn? I don't know.
Oh, there you go. But knowing Usher, it probably does. Herpes. Anywho.
His new music is bumping.
God, how many times have I heard you say that joke?
It's funny every time.
To you, yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
She smiled.
She
shook her head.
Yeah.
Okay. The Nevers.
The Nevers. It's we watched the premiere.
Yes,
series premiere. It's a HBO's brand new series that they're going with. To me, it's the way I would describe it. It's like if Sherlock Holmes and X-Men had a baby.
And the what era is it set in?
I think it's like, well, I mean, carriages. I think it was the 1800s, late 1800s.
Yeah. So that's solid.
1800s in England.
Yep.
You have two main female protagonists, Dr. True and Miss something else. But the overall premise is there are people in society that they call touched, and they have certain gifts, right? Like one of the girls is super tall. One of
big bitch.
she's big.
Hey.
Primrose, I think her name is.
Yep, the Primrose.
One of the people sees potential energy, so like she's an inventor because electricity speaks to her.
One of the main protagonists.
Right. The other one can see glimpses into the future. You have like someone that can control fire. So they all have basically some sort of mutant superpower.
It's definitely X-Men.
And there is, they have like an orphanage where they are protecting all the quote unquote touch that have this. And then there is a main antagonist chick who is on a serial killer spree. And yeah, that's basically the main plot line and where the series is going. How did you feel about it?
Weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I watched it twice, and that's the only thing I felt the whole time. This is weird. It's interesting. It has legs.
Right.
It has legs to do a lot, but I was just like,
there was a lot going on in that first episode.
There was a lot going on.
It honestly reminded me of the pilot episode of Game of Thrones, where it was like, here are 8 different plot lines going on. We're going to just, right off the bat, just introduce you to every fucking character that exists, and you'll figure it out. And so, like, for me, I was like, this pilot episode, it was good. It was better the second time I watched it, because I was like, now I kind of understand what's going on. It still felt a little confused and all over the place, but I think the show has good potential.
Yeah. It's entertaining.
Yeah,
sure. It's entertaining. I definitely didn't get that the first time through because I was not paying attention. The second time, definitely got it. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I don't know how this is going to fully play out, and that's what's interesting to me.
Right.
You know what show this kind of reminds me of, and it just popped into my head. And it's just because they were kind of set in the same time period. There was a show on Amazon Prime not too long ago where it was with fairies. Yeah, it was the dude and the girl.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, the dude and the girl.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
look it up.
Yeah, and
Jude Law was in it. Right?
Yeah, the Blue Eyes. So it gives me those vibes, and that I watched that whole thing. It was very, very interesting. I really want to see how if we get backstory on all these women or all the touched people, I'm gonna love it even more.
I think you for sure will. Like, we saw a glimpse in, like, obviously they'll get into True and the other, God, I'll remember her name eventually.
The inventor.
Yeah. You'll see there's obviously some great backstory with that one politician dude whose daughter got touched, and then she, like, passed out, and now he, like, hates everyone that has a superpower.
Right.
Which they had some funny, like, witty banter in the opera house.
Yeah.
It's like, which I was telling Sato when we were watching. Yeah. And then she comes up and she's like, well, the employed is only plural, so the employee can be used in the same. And I was like, I feel like schooling each other in Old English would be the most exhausting thing.
Here's how that scene would have been more accurate back in the 1800s. Okay. Excuse me, this should be on point. Why are you talking to me, woman? That would have been the end of it. It's right there.
Right.
I'm a man. You're not allowed to talk to me. Better get up out of here. That's how the scene would have been. There would have been no respect from that man to that woman, especially if you cut him off. Yeah, there would have been no respect.
Yeah, Miss Adair is the other one. She's the inventor, Adair, and True is the one that can see into the future. But she's also a kick-ass martial artist because she can just fight her way out of any situation.
I was kind of expecting, so with her being able to see into the future, me knowing that the second time, I'm like, are they going to do the Sherlock thing where she analyzes? I'm going to punch to the left. I'm going to dodge a fracture and pump. I'm like, okay, all right, too much, y'all. But we don't know.
I think for her, it's a little bit more of like, I really don't know how I'm going to incorporate this at all, but at least I know I have a heads up that something's going to happen in this situation. And sometimes it's super far into the future, like the Opera House, it took a day for them to get there, right? And then the other one was she saw a glimpse of the fireball like 2 seconds before she actually shot the fireball.
Right.
So,
and then she looked.
And she's like, oh shit, that was not that much time that you gave me. Thanks, superpower.
Yeah, thanks.
So it's interesting because I feel like there's a few like antagonists going on. You have obviously the Malady chick who's the serial killer. You have that one politician dude, and then you also had
the sex king.
Yeah, he's interesting on how he's going to fit into it. But who was I forget what they called him. I'm trying to look it up right now. The dude who was like basically like the henchman. He cut off the dude's fingers.
Oh, the King of Beggars.
Yeah. And then he's obviously kind of most likely playing both sides and selling, hey, this is where you can find someone that's touched.
It's insane how many times. So back in like that, so that world or that time, there's always a king of the underworld,
Right.
And it's always the same thing. Because I immediately, when I thought of that, I'm like, oh, that's Witcher. Because they had that in Witcher, and I know that they had that in something else, and it was like they love to bring this back because he's in touch with the underground, so it's one person you need to pay homage to or get in touch with if you need to do anything back in there. So that's gonna be fun.
So then she just put out like the all points bulletin that's like, hey, I'm looking for this guy, and he's like, don't ever do that again. Like, I'll fuck you up.
It got to you. He's like, oh, you're brave, and I'm like, he could kill you.
Yeah.
That does not work in real life.
So it'll be interesting because I think obviously the people that are hunting down the different touch people are for that one mad scientist dude who ended up getting pissed off at one of his henchmen. So he decided to just drill a hole in his brain just to torture him to death. And so I was like, you got some pretty like fucked up characters.
Dude, and the cop who's too smart for his own good. And then, oh, God, that's...
Oh, yeah, he's going to get his at some point.
No, he's going to die.
He's going to end up tracking down the wrong thing at the wrong time. Yeah. And then he's in cahoots with a bisexual dude who's trying to start up his little sex club.
Yeah. You know what made me laugh? When the fireball scene, and then the girl he was having sex with, and she was like, how is it still hard?
He's like,
bro, like, me. Hey, yeah, beat me off, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But I think it has potential.
It has potential.
And I was entertained.
Yep.
But for sure had to watch it through twice to pick up on what they're actually trying to do here. So.
And you were spot on. Andrew loves it.
God, I knew it.
Nope.
That was right up his alley.
Where we watching it?
You personally can watch it on Plex. Everyone else, HBO Max. So yeah, I'm excited for the next episode. It comes out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Sundays.
Okay, cool. I will catch up on that, and then I believe
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The second to last episode.
And
episode
then let
5.
me tell you what, guys. I am loving Captain America more and more towards the end because he's evil.
He's awful. He's an awful person.
He is so bad.
He is terrible.
John Walker, guy, you're okay in my book.
The actor or him?
John Walker, the character and how they're portraying it.
Okay.
Finally.
He's
killing
playing him
people,
very well.
Yeah, killing people for no reason. Well, he had a reason. And then lying and saying that it was the guy who killed his own. Spot on.
Lost his damn mind at his little hearing. You made me this way.
Dude, he had a point.
Yeah.
He had a point.
But also not because no one told him to take the serum. And the serum just makes you more of who you are. And
he was a psychopath. No, he wasn't an asshole. He was a psychopath. Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
I'm just more of an asshole.
Yep. I love the episode.
And I mean, maybe deep down he was trying to really convince himself that, that guy was the one that killed his partner because A, that will make him feel better, and B, he can justify everything that went on, and then C, he can give closure to, his best friend's family.
Right.
Obviously that doesn't mistake anything that he did. But loved how the episode kicked off where Sam, Bucky, and him all just get into a three-way brawl.
It's like, you're going to give me the shield back. And he's like,
oh, that's what
I'm
this is about.
Captain America.
How? And then they fought.
Yeah, and then they broke his arm.
What I didn't get was, during the fight, Bucky manages to take the shield, has ample time to strap the shield onto his arm, yet doesn't do it, so then Captain America gets it back, and I'm like, what?
Because he's a robot. He didn't have time because of the robotics of the connectors. Didn't.
Hev works in IT, y'all.
Connect. So that's why he couldn't do it.
You get paid too much.
the Ethernet cable.
Yeah. I think the LAN settings are wrong, guys. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back?
That's why he couldn't grab the shield.
He didn't unplug. He didn't restart.
The Digimonora, they knew how to disconnect his arm. It was via Ethernet. All right. So no, it started off with a bang, and then it just keeps getting better and better. The most powerful scene in that episode was when Sam went back to the black super soldier's house.
Yeah, that was a good part of the scene.
And because everything they were just talking about is like, oh, you trust America as a black man?
Yeah, you still
you
do?
Haven't learned?
You think it's changed since when I was a kid?
And then Sam, I know when they wrote this and they had to read it, and they're like, we see what y'all doing. Come on. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's just like, everything they're saying is not necessarily have to do with you being a soldier. It's just being black.
Right.
And I'm just like, yep, I feel that. And then as soon as he brought that shield in, he's like, is that red, white? You get that shit up out of my motherfucking house. I got plants to water, boy. Like, why'd you bring that? I was like, yes.
Interesting that you garden in the middle of the night.
Well, sometimes that's when you, I actually have a legitimate thing. Sometimes when you garden in the middle of the night, it's the best for when it like seeps into the soil, the water.
You're an herbologist over here.
Right. Right,
a hevologist?
Yeah. No? Okay, get out of here.
That's fair.
All right. What was your favorite scene? This episode.
I'm just like hoping Bucky and his sister smash at some point.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. How they
Seems
smiling back
right?
and forth, like, hey.
And he has to say like every time he sees her, like, "Don't smash my sister."
Dude, it's hilarious because Sam's just staring at him like, don't do that to my
I
sister.
loved watching Anthony Mackie run like an old man in his montage at the end, which looked vaguely similar to any Gatorade commercial that they shot in the 90s.
So when he was doing all those flips and stuff, Andrew was like, yes. And I'm just like, bro, like, that's not even him. You can physically see it's not him. And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, no, it's like, because there are different, like, the person who was doing flips was taller than Anthony and skinnier than Anthony. So I'm just like, man, come on. You think that we don't see this? But to what I want to know, and this is just from like a pure like video editing way, I want to know how they're able to seamlessly, because you see on the back, there's those two straps you put your arm through.
Right.
How you throw it and how you're supposed to catch it at
on
the same time, but it looks seamless on the screen. And I'm like, so do they film it throwing and then you throw it again, but just as you're catching form, and then that's how they?
I mean, my guess is you show it being thrown. The catching one, he obviously, for part of it, will have it strapped on already, and he just acts like he's catching it.
Okay. Because I would think, like, because if it was ricocheting off, right?
But it's mostly CGI of it coming back, right?
Yeah.
So they just have to take it from the CGI point of when it gets to him. Okay, place your arm here, and then just drag it back.
Okay.
Sort of.
I was just thinking they threw it twice, and then they just reversed the throw on the second time.
It could be.
I don't know. But I'd honestly, I would want to throw the shield. That's one of the things that I would love to do. Is throw the shield. And just like those kids were playing around with it, and Bucky was like, hey. Just like, hey, that would have been me. That would have been me at 30 years old with that shield, bro.
I mean, maybe you can in, what's it, Avengerland or whatever that they have at Disneyland.
They do?
They're building out like a Marvel's Avenger
of course
section of it. So maybe you can.
No. I don't want to go there.
And you could, I mean, on your PS5, you can play the new Marvel game. And
I have the Avengers for PS4.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you have it for PS5 too, because you can just upgrade it
for
free.
For free. I think I will.
I still need to do that, but
have you played it yet?
I got up until like you meet Bruce Banner, and then I think another game came out, and I started playing that, and whatever. There was just like a lot going on in that game.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
I couldn't. Yeah, no. From what I played, it was fun. I just couldn't. I got distracted by something else.
I get it. All right, so with this, it's ramping up to be a huge brawl in New York, or at this voting situation on the refugees being sent back to X amount of plays. And we know Carly's coming. She's coming to wreak havoc.
She has some sort of splinter cell there because they shut down the facility at the end of the episode.
She teamed up with the bad guy.
Mary Louise Dreyfus enters into the Marvel universe.
You mean Veep?
Love her. And from what I read online, Marvel has big plans for her, so apparently her character is going to be
how she entered the scene.
Hilarious.
She came up as like, my name is this. You can call me this, but don't let it come out of your mouth.
Just call me Val. Keep it in your head, but you don't call me it.
And then she's like, okay, I'm going to sit right here. Right, scoot. No, scoot. I'm going to sit right here. And she's like, we love what you did. I would have done it myself. And then this, that, and then the girl behind was like, who are you? And she just reached in her pocket. It's like this.
As she keeps talking.
Yeah, as I'm like, look, you're not worth my eyesight.
Right.
And then it was like, we're going to give you a call. This is one of the smartest things you did. Oh, outside of dating, your beautiful wife back here. Answer my call. And then it was like, this is blank. So she just gave you a blank piece of paper to shut up. I'm like, yo.
She's the best.
Yeah,
hilarious. She's
so great at 80 years old. However old she is.
And she's in her 60s.
No, she's 85.
I think.
Nah.
Maybe 50 something.
She's 85.
These
boots were not made for walking.
Why did I wear them? Anyhow.
It's great.
But I'm happy she's in there. I think she's a great actress. So
I can't wait to see what they do.
She'll do. She'll kill it.
Yeah. Dude, how do you think it's going to end?
I mean, they made a big deal about when he met up with the older black gentleman, how he was basically like, at the end of their conversation, like, even if you wouldn't want to be Captain America if you actually understood. And then I think that resonated with him, but I also think that that's part of his own struggle, right? And to me, I think that's just one opinion that he's taking on. I think it'll end with him becoming Captain America. Or, I believe in the comics, Bucky became Captain America before Sam did. So it could be that Bucky ends up taking it.
I think it's going to be a hybrid.
And he'll still be Falcon?
I think it's going to be a hybrid between them both. That it's going to be both. But also, I just want to call back. So he was like, even if you were to be a black Captain America, you know all those memes that came out after Endgame? It was like the first time you could show up as Captain America in black, you have white people calling the cops. It's like, we didn't sign up for this. Yeah. I'm like, that is spot on. Definitely spot on. So I think it's going to be a hybrid of them both end up being Captain America, but them keeping like their same titles, but they both end up using the shield. Like they're both throwing it and catching it, like that type of bullshit.
What I will know is Sam's outfit in the next episode is going to be baller.
Yeah, because
he opened up that briefcase, and then it just like cuts to black, and I'm like, oh.
He's going. What if he's the next? What's it called?
Black Panther.
Yes.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But his Black Panther suit has wings. So what is that mythical creature that's a tiger and is it a griffin?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a lion and an eagle.
Yeah.
I think a griffin is.
Yeah. So he's gonna be Black Griffin.
Yeah.
I don't have a joke.
Sounds great.
Yeah. It's gonna be Bliffin.
He's gonna be baller though, in whatever that outfit is. He'll probably have Air Jordans or Yeezys. I assume probably like a Gucci belt.
So I believe that's it.
So next week we'll have the finale.
Yes.
We'll have the second episode of The Nevers.
And then we'll
Mortal Kombat.
Is that when it comes out?
Comes out Friday.
Awesome. So we're gonna see that.
We'll see that.
Okay. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. So excited to talk about it.
Yeah. No, we were yeah.
That'll be the 3 topics.
Yeah. Then it'll be the second time you've seen that movie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.